daily Cialis, yes or no? Okay, in this video I will break down, the hype about daily Cialis, Tadalafil. Okay, so I would personally, do Tadalafil. Okay, because of the less side effects. Okay, but we talk about this. Okay, so everyone thinks that Cialis, okay, Tadalafil, they will magically fix something. Okay, so no, they will not. Okay, but they are helpful, especially if you are a little bit older, like 30, 35. Okay, if you've been using things like finasteride, SSRIs, or like I said, you are already older guy with a lot of inflammation and so on, so you already see that uh, you don't have these workout capacity anymore. Okay, your erections are not as strong as they used to be. Okay, so the core mechanism, okay, the core mechanism why everyone is so happy from this. So we have nitric oxide signaling that works like this. Okay, so we have things like L-arginine, then we have nitric oxide synthase enzyme, and this creates nitric oxide, and the end product is CGMP, and we have smooth muscle relaxation and blood flow. Okay, the whole body blood flow. Okay, so daily Tadalafil Cialis inhibits PDE5, okay, prevents CGMP breakdown. Okay, so we are not fixing the system, but we are like keeping more of the end products of the system. Okay, so but also keeps the final signal active longer. Okay, so uh, it's just only amplified the end product of nitric oxide signaling. Okay, but it only works if nitric oxide is already being produced. Okay, in guys that are overweight, inflammation, gut inflammation, low IGF-1, for example, guys with low testosterone, okay, bad mitochondrial health, Cialis, Tadalafil will not work as great. And these guys will really need super high doses that will be, first of all, expensive, and this all will take a toll on your health. Okay, so my approach always after fixing more than 1000 guys, okay, for erectile dysfunction is you really need to fix the system, and on top of that you can use like low doses. Okay, most of the guys I work with, they are not even on Tadalafil or Cialis anymore. Okay, so like I said, if nitric oxide synthase activity is low, Cialis has limited effect. And also there are another pathways, okay, for example, like adenosine, okay, they're like supercharge everything. Okay, so even my older clients, they are really on low dose Cialis because of that, or Tadalafil. Okay, you have several pathways, not just nitric oxide. Okay, so if you need my help, you will find everything for the coaching under this video. Okay, so definitely it has blood pressure and cardiovascular benefits. Okay, so it improves endothelial function. Okay, mild reduction in blood pressure and so on. Okay, so also for our prostate is a good thing. Okay, but like I said, the real engine for erectile dysfunction and even for better pumps in the gym is enos. Okay, and in general blood flow. Okay, so healthy endothelium means, okay, enos produce nitric oxide in endothelial cells. Okay, and healthy endothelium means strong erection, better oxygen delivery, improved vascular repair, lower inflammation. Okay, so and only if you have impaired enos, then you have a problem, and the problem is daily Cialis does not fix enos directly. Okay, so mitochondria and ATP drive nitric oxide production. Okay, so nitric oxide production is energy dependent. Okay, so nitric oxide synthase enzyme requires like ATP, NADPH, oxygen, proper mitochondrial function. Okay, so if this is affected, your mitochondria cannot help you support nitric oxide. Therefore, for example, supplements like coenzyme Q10 are extremely great for erections, okay, because they work on different battlefields like antioxidant, okay, vascular opener, like mitochondrial support. But most guys, they cannot just only use coenzyme Q10, they also need like supporting supplements, okay, because if you just use, CoQ10, you most likely backfire, okay. So another thing that no one is talking about, no one, okay, glycocalyx, okay. So if you have a COVID jab, if you had a COVID, okay, if you had tendency to eat a lot of carbohydrates, okay, so if you have diabetes, insulin resistance from different sources, you can be even young and have insulin resistance, okay, bad dieting and so on, okay. The biggest thing is glycocalyx, okay, so this is the hidden regulator of enos, okay. One of the most overlooked, okay, structure in vascular health is the endothelial glycocalyx, okay. So I am using like supplements for reversing glycocalyx for more than a year already. Yeah, it's not a new topic, okay, but it was not that easy to fix glycocalyx with natural solutions, okay. So but if you fix glycocalyx, okay, enos signaling increase significantly, okay. So nitric oxide production boosts a lot, okay. Vascular dysfunction is prevented. We are not talking about only erections, we are talking about your heart health, okay. So daily Tadalafil Cialis cannot rebuild glycocalyx, okay. If you will rebuild glycocalyx, you will also prevent venous leak, okay. This is also really like important thing, okay. So we already talked about adenosine, okay. So adenosine is the energy and blood flow signal. Adenosine will fix, for example, in men, adenosine will fix two most important parts, okay. Testosterone, and also blood flow, because adenosine is another pathway for blood flow, yeah. Because why we should just focus on nitric oxide. And by the way, guys, decrease in nitric oxide as we age is a myth, okay, because you can reverse this. Yes, there are great supplements that like reverse mNRA of enos, okay. So like genetic or epigenetic signaling, okay. So adenosine is extremely great. It improves microvascular perfusion, okay. So and adenosine will also it's like when ATP breaks down, okay. So we create ATP, NAP, and AMP, and at the end we have adenosine, okay. It relaxes smooth muscle, okay. So we don't have constriction in our penile tissue, okay. It also supports mitochondria and other benefits, okay. And like I already told you, it also supports testosterone signaling, okay. So yeah, Tadalafil is also good in like prostate health and can support a little bit prostatitis, okay. But there are also another great things that can help with pelvic pain and so on. We are talking about PEA, okay. So this is extremely important, okay. So there is also some evidence for supporting androgen receptors, okay. But like I said, Cialis and Tadalafil does not fix the root cause, okay. I'm not against using these kind of things, but you really need to focus on fixing the underlying issues, okay. So if you need my help, you will find a link under this video, and I will show you one-on-one how to really get the real long-term strategy.